And welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, I tell you. How's your heart doing after that midweek winner from Stevie Fletcher? Boom. What a fantastic goal we had. And did we ever need it? And now it's a big game against Rotherham United at Stoke Ras. Another League One battle. Won't be easy. It won't be easy. And I tell you what, we're taking on Rotherham probably at a good time. And another big announcement what I got for you. And this is huge for me. For me, this is massive. Every game that we now watch, we're going to watch together, live together. I'm going to bring a live commentary, a live watch-along every Wrexham game to the end of the season. And we did a tester last week and it went very well. So thank you for everybody that tuned in and who else tuned in and all the guys that tuned in and put stuff down in the chat as well. It was a great testing ground. So now we've got it down. Now we know what we're doing. Now we're going to move forward. Every game is live with me to you, with my big yapper, commentating the game, the scores, changes in the league, and everything that you need to know. So join me again on the weekend. Mark it down. Notifications. Hit all of the notifications, guys, so you get to know when I'm going to do the live broadcast. But this is what I get like when I'm in a live broadcast situation. I get really pumped. So now you know. On the show today, we got League One matches and the top six focus coming up. Then we'll reflect back at the first game against Rotherham, stats from that game. We'll also look at the starting lineups from that game. It'll give us a picture to see what's coming off in this game. Stevie Evans is going to have Rotherham lined up pretty well, as is Phil Parkinson. Then we'll take a look at the head-to-head like we always do, the fun part of the show. It's all fun, right? Then we'll take a look at the match score prediction, and then I'll start using my big yapper to talk the match. But guys, the live commentaries, the live watch-alongs, you've got to start getting into this. You'll have fun, and you'll be able to ask your questions in live time in the chat. So let's get there together. Like I say, I had a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you should join me. Now, let's take a look at the League One matches coming up this week with an angle at the top six focus. And by the way, on the weekend, when I'm talking the game, I'll be looking over there, watching the game, commentating the game like I did the other day. So get used to my head swiveling like that, all 90 minutes long, plus a post-game too. Wow. Let's check out the League One matches and the top six focus right now. Welcome. So moving along with the pre-game, and don't forget guys, we have a watch-along, a live commentary coming for the game here at Ultimate Soccer. Join me for live commentary, live scores and so much more. But let's get down to the games this weekend coming up in League One, starting off right now. Take a look at that. That's the games. And on the right is the menu. Take a look at the left. Those are the games we're going to go through. And I tell you, everybody needs points right now. If you're in promotion or if you're in relegation situations, you need points. Now, looking at the top six, we've got an all top six battle to kick it off with. Stockport, Charlton. I'll tell you, Stockport in fourth, taking on Charlton in fifth. This could go either way. Birmingham City recently losing 3-1 against Bolton Wanderers. Expect Brum to come back strong and probably not lose till the end of the season. They should take care of Lincoln. Otherwise, Chris Davies is going to go through the bloody roof. Huddersfield in 6 with 3 losses in 4 travel to Bristol Rovers. Also 3 losses in 4. I tell you, Huddersfield need the points, but so do Bristol. Bristol just above the relegation zone. Wycombe in second have a tough trip to Peterborough United in 17th. Peterborough revitalised recently. This could be an interesting day for Wycombe Wanderers. Wrexham in third, coming through a difficult phase in the league, but now finding form. Welcome in 14th place Rotherham United. United also somewhat in form. Take Wrexham for the 3 points. So there you go, League One and top six focus. Now, 5 matches ago, Wrexham were 4 points behind Wycombe Wanderers. Now, it's just 2. And incidentally, the top 6 5 matches ago is exactly the same from 1 to 6 as it is right now. Birmingham, Wycombe, Wrexham, Stockport, Charlton and Huddersfield. Exactly the same as it is right now. Okay, moving along, take a look at the League One matches and live table, especially the table. I'll be back in a second. So now you've seen the stats, take a look at the starting lineups from both teams from the last match. As we're going through the show, I ask you once, I ask you twice, I may ask you one more time. Please like and subscribe, and please subscribe and help this channel. We really do need your help. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at the starting lineups from the last time Rotherham played Wrexham. And I'll tell you what, Stevie Evans put this out for the Rotherham. Yeah, the Millers looked pretty good on the day. It was a tough game. Substitutes used on the day? There you go. Phil Parkinson. Well, that's what Phil put out on the day. Pretty much what you regularly get to see. However, Paul Mullin started the game. In fact, he scored the first and the only goal of the game after 1 minute. And if you remember, I did say he was going to. And those were the guys used on the day. Ollie Rathbone, Stevie Fletcher. That's the stats and the starting lineups from the last time these two met up. So, keeping this moving along, Wrexham unbeaten in 3, 2 wins and a draw. Rotherham unbeaten in 2, 2 wins. Let's check out the head-to-head right now. I know you like this. I do. Enjoy. So let's get into the head-to-head, and I do appreciate that many people do enjoy this part of the show. I do too. Let's take a look at the historical stuff first. There's a reason for that. Starts 1925. Take a look at that. First loss, January 1925, 6-2. Worst day for Wrexham was a 6-0 loss, but the best day was a 7-0 win. Now let's take a look at the last 5, and we'll finish with bragging rights as usual. There's your first 4 of the last 5, and bragging rights goes to Wrexham so far. Yes, this season, August 2024, Wrexham wins on the road. Now, head-to-head, historically, out of the way, let's ask yourself, who is bossing this by number? Wrexham's got 32 wins, 16 draws all told, but the final thing to ask you is how many wins has Rotherham got? More than 32 or less? Indeed, Wrexham has it, bossing it head-to-head and bossing it with the bragging rights. Let's get back on screen. Now, talking last 10, last 5, both clubs respectively. We'll start with Wrexham as they are the home team. Last 10 is 5, 2 and 3, 5 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. But the last 5 is good, 3, 1 and 1, 3 wins, a draw and a loss. Rotherham, different story. Last 10, 4, 1, 5, not so bad. Last 5, 2, 1, 2, 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. So they're coming into somewhat of decent form, but recently it wasn't the greatest. And all season long, you got to say inconsistent. Can you say inconsistent? Yeah, that would be Rotherham. Unfortunately, that's a fact. Now, let's take a look at the match prediction of what I see coming through. So there he is, man of the hour, Stephen Fletcher. Let's hope he gets some time in this match against Rotherham United. Last time at home, Wrexham drew Bolton 0-0. I don't see a 0-0 in this one. It could end up for a 1-1, and that would be a great result for Rotherham. Let's be honest, they're not in the best of form right now. But to be honest, I see Wrexham is definitely a goal better on the day. But I'm thinking Wrexham's probably more than 1 goal better, maybe 2, maybe 3. But I'm calling for 1+. There's the prediction, another home win. So get ready to look over there while I'm looking over there. Exactly not. I'm looking over there while I'm talking to you. Absolutely. That's what's going to happen on the weekend. When I'm talking the match, commentating the match, I'm going to be watching the game over there. But I will be looking back at you quite regularly. So I'll keep you involved with the scores, the updates, any changes in the league, any news, and obviously commentary throughout. Chat will be open. I invite you, please join me for the chat. We'll have a blast. We'll have an absolute blast. And the thing is, in the studio, making the pre-games, it's a lot of fun. But commentating the game is way more fun. You will find out what I turn into when you tune in on the weekend. And there's many people that can probably do it much better than I can. I don't do it to become the best. I do it to become as good as I can. And with the experience that I've had over the years, I'll carry this, don't you worry. But I'll have fun, and that's the point. I come alive at a live game. You'll see. You'll see, especially when things happen in the game. So that's what I'm saying. Now, we're on the board. We're talking the game. But like I say, please, I urge you, join me for that watch-along this weekend. Wrexham, Rotherham at the Stoke Arts. Now, got some points on the board like I always do. I'm going to start with the Dangerman. Hitting the screen first. Dangerman. Wrexham Dangerman. This is for the benefit of the Rotherham fans. Okay. Wrexham Dangerman, you got a couple of guys, 3 guys actually on 7, Stevie Fletcher, Maxi Cleworth and Elliot Lee. We're talking league goals, guys, league goals, just league goals. So 3 guys on 7 for Wrexham. You got a whole handful then after on 3s, or 4s, 3s and 1s, 2s and 1s, etc., all the way down. So scoring can come from all around. but 3 guys there have done it. And Max Cleworth in defence, 7 goals this season. I am worried someone's going to sniff him out and pluck him away from us, because when a defender can score goals like he can with his head at the far post, like he's done all season, that's something that you can't buy. Goals, I tell you, is the hardest thing to put into the game. And when you've got a guy in defence that can stop him and also can score him, that's the guy that's going to catch the eye. He caught my eye the first time I saw him. He's caught my eye ever since he's played, even when he messes up. So, anyway, Max Cleworth. Now, talking Rotherham, you got, say, Sam Nombe. He's on 9, so keep an eye out for him. Wilkes is on 6, and also Clark Harris is on 6 as well. Odofin's on 4, and there's a whole host of guys from 3, 2, 1 all the way down. So they get scoring all around. However, they don't score too many, yeah? They don't score too many at all. They're 14th in the league. Record on the season is 12, 8, 14, 42 points. A home record. Now, listen to this. This will interest you. It's kind of funny in a way. 9 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses at home. 30 points. Pretty decent, eh? At home. Now, away, I said 9-3-5 was home, yeah? Listen to this. 3 wins, 5 draws, 9 losses for 14 points. It's complete opposite away. So 3 wins on the season for Rotherham, 5 draws, 9 losses. There's a good chance Wrexham may well get a win here. Goals per game, 39 on the season, 1.15 goals per game. Goals against, 40, 1.18 against. So you'd think they're at least good for a goal, maybe? At least conceding one. And the way Wrexham can play at home, you've got to think maybe it's time for another 3 points. Now, Wrexham, on the other hand, this is for the sake of the Rotherham fans, not just Wrexham fans, and worldwide Wrexham fans. Welcome to you. Welcome, everybody, especially you guys in Wrexham as well. The big, big OGs of Wrexham football fanage are in Wrexham. They've seen it all, even the bad stuff. I've seen it too. And some of the stuff in the past we won't talk about. We don't want to talk about. But Wrexham, 3rd. So far this season, been 3rd for quite a long time. 19, 8 and 7, 19 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses, 1.19 points per game. Not so shabby. Home record, 12, 4 and 2, 12 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses for 40 points. That's why Wrexham is in 3rd. 40 points on the road. Away is 7-4-5. It wasn't this good. It was 3-4-5 till we went 4 wins on the bounce. Now it's 7-4-5, and Wrexham's road form is looking like very good indeed. 25 points on the road, 40 points on the home, 65 points on the season. Goals scored, 49, 1.44 per game. Goals against, 28.82 per game. A difference of plus 21. Last match they win 1-0. And Phil Parkinson, he's steadying the ship after some turbulent waters recently. It looks like it's getting back on track. Bodies are coming back into the fold. I think the confidence is coming up somewhat as well. I would like to see Stephen Fletcher start this game. What do you think? At least give him 45 minutes at the end of the second half. Let him have the complete second half. But I tell you, I think we're in for a massive game. And again, I've got to tell you, join me on the weekend for the live watch-along. You'll be very interested to see what I turn into when I actually do commentate a game, because it's passion. And I get in there. And if you could ask any of the guys who heard the tester in midweek, yeah, they probably would agree that it wasn't so bad and it was so painless and they had so much fun. And they got a guy on the end who's literally alive commentating his favourite team. I say, join me. At the end of the day, it's been a great season so far, but now we get to go live everywhere. When I'm on the ground, I can go live. When I'm in the studio, I can go live. We can go live all the time. And like I say, with the World Cup coming next year, we are putting things in place so that we make sure we're there and we make sure we pull it off. And we pulled it off in the midweek. We're going to pull it off every live game coming through, just like Wrexham. Sometimes you got to go through some tough waters, like a couple of weeks ago when all the ward lines blew out above the studio and everything got saturated and I thought I was sinking like the Titanic and the noise was incredible. Well, out of a bad situation comes a good situation, because all the working guys have done fantastic jobs. All the lines and all the cables are brand new again. It's looking like we're in a good spot. So at the end of the day, thanks for joining us. Let's get on to this live watch along on the weekend. Come along. And if you're in the ground, hey, just put me in your ear and watch the game. I'll keep you going and you'll have a lot of fun. Guys, it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this again. And I I enjoyed it last time we did it, and I tell you, it's just too much fun. Wrexham, Rotherham, Stoke Keras. Let's have it. Cheers.